Visiting with the neighborhood stray was not on the garden to-do list this morning, but you don't decide when the neighborhood stray comes around. It decides. I was wondering when he was going to try. Today is September 4th. It is 32 degrees Celsius. We are in the midst of a heat wave. My phone is already not wanting to cooperate. I'm going to hand the camera to my husband. We're out here because we are collecting tomatoes from the tomato plants. So I'm actually just going to set this basket here and grab my clippies and let's grab these tomatoes. I bet you a lot of them will just come off if I just, they don't even need to be cut off. They just fall right off. And you know that they're ready because you kind of like push them in and they're soft. The color too, as you can see, these ones clearly aren't ready. Oh, that one came off though. This will this will red up on the counter is what I meant to say. Even though it's green right now, you just leave it on the counter and in a couple of days you can use it on sandwiches. I think these are San Marzano. I could be wrong though. I'm gonna just take this entire clump right here. What are these? These are Ponderosa pink beefsteak. I think you're eyeing up this one. He's gonna come down. Look at that. And it's so pink too. The color is amazing. I'm gonna grab a few more of these beefsteak. Although I don't have much room, I'll have to dump these out on the counter inside and then come back because there's one other tomato plant that we need to collect from. I'm kind of disappointed with the tomato harvest this year, and I know some people watching will probably be like, disappointed, but look at how many are in your basket right now. And I get it, like, I just picked a lot of tomatoes, but you have to understand that usually I would have 4 or 5 more, maybe even double 10 more tomato plants scattered about the yard that I didn't get this year because of various reasons. So sure, I am happy with this harvest. It looks absolutely beautiful. And the beefsteak and the others, but it's not as many as I was hoping for. It's September 5th, and I'm out here to water because it's been so friggin' hot. Everything is as dry as a bone. Even the pond is getting a little low, and no rain in the forecast for the foreseeable future, which is lovely. Still no sunflowers. Gotta water those too. It's September 7th. Haven't been in the garden much because I've been inside dealing with a lot of work, audio things, and our sink was leaking. So we were doing plumbing basically all day. But I'm here now. Last night we had a big rainstorm, and when Ben came out here last night, he noticed there were things swimming around in the pond and that's mosquito larvae. So my little trickle from that big rock in is not working to make sure that the water is moving around enough. So I have to reconfigure the pond today. I love Facebook Marketplace. I found this for $100, and online it's $400, maybe more with shipping. But let me get it out of the car and show you what it is. Whoa. Let me wheel it to the backyard. It's getting dark. Oh wow. Yeah, so I'll have to show you what it is tomorrow. But the yard is a mess right now because we had to spray for wasps that were up in there. So everything is everywhere. But I wanted to show you the pond at night. Much better. Good morning. I'm preparing to dig dirt, but before I can dig dirt, I need to deal with this monster pumpkin that is forming here. There's another one forming here. I can tell this is leaning to the side and all of this is trying to grow out that way. So I have some bandanas and scarves here. I'm gonna see if I can somehow suspend that pumpkin and then stabilize this against that other tree branch. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I brought bras and bandanas and scarves, but this seems to be the best solution. This is just one of those mesh baskets or mesh bags that garlic and spring bulbs come in. I usually keep random supplies on hand like that for this exact reason. I also tied some metal to hold this at least to there. And hopefully this doesn't fall over. I would honestly just be happy if I got one pumpkin for Halloween. That'd be great. The dogs are gonna find you. You better get out of here, buddy. So the next part of this is going through my compost. I think the other side looks more done. I'm gonna rotate this to mix everything around before I take a few buckets. And then I'm going to put those compost buckets of dirt down this hole. I have filled that. We put the compost in the top like I said I was going to. Can take a peek. I need to find some worms to throw in there as well. The top we have black radishes, bok choy, arugula, and 3 different kinds of lettuces. A red lettuce, a romaine lettuce, and like a very frilly leaf lettuce. And they're planted all the way 360 in every pocket. So I am very much so looking forward to seeing the results from that. And once the garden beds get here, which will be next week, like a week from today, we'll finish. We're going to build one of them, finish moving the soil from this one to one of them, take the rest of this out, bring it to the dump, move the patio stones. Lots to do. But it's finally getting close to the time where this is going to be taken care of. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Oh, I also planted some carrots here. Little tiny fat chubby carrots that are like radishes. They look like radishes. So that should be fun. Good morning. Today is September 11th. Just taking a moment of silence this morning. Gonna make a breakfast sandwich for us. Thought I'd come over here and pluck off the cucumber. Not sure if we have any garden chores to do today. I think my husband is going to be digging in more patio stones slowly, so that's exciting. But a lot of dew on the leaves. Fall is coming quick. My husband is helping dig out these tomato stakes. They're just wooden furring strips. Is that even what they would be? Whatever. Anyway, they failed me this year. They were great for the past 3 years that I used them, but now they're kind of getting a little brittle, aren't as supportive as they used to be. I'm going to have to come up with a new solution next year. I think I'm going to just do the string method and tie strings from the greenhouse. Somehow affix them up there. Ivy, please. Ugh. It's the year of the wasp over here because they've definitely made a home in all of my little birdhouses up here. So no more little birdhouses here. And yeah, they're all in there. Run, honey, run. Just harvested all of this from the garden in the back. Did a bit of cleaning up, weed pulling and pruning. This is for dinner tonight. My husband's gonna make a nice chicken veggie stir fry. It has arrived. Today is September 12th. One of the 4 metal garden beds has gotten here, which is weird because I ordered them all at the same time. But whatever. I'm gonna open this and look at the metal because I'm concerned. There were a few punctures to the package. Like it's not even opened yet, and we have that big rip right there. All right, let's take a look. Okay, it looks really good. Steel looks actually like really nice. Oh, it's got a little bit of a indent there, but not too big of a deal. I think this is gonna be really nice put together. I'm so excited for tomorrow now. Woo! Good morning. I got my coffee. I've got my plans for the greenhouse. Although they've been modified slightly, so I need to redo this drawing. And I need to figure out how much wood I need because, yes, I've got the metal garden beds coming, but I actually want to do like a wood border and a wood top so I can sit on the top while I'm gardening and things like that. So I gotta measure that out and I gotta go pick up the wood for that today. I'm about to put together this metal bed. We're gonna see if it fits in this corner. And I also bought lumber. You can't see it, too many plants. But I bought lumber for the frames. Don't worry about this. We'll get to it. Patio stones are moved. The 2 sections are built. It looks really good in here. I did like a dry fit. But the problem is I want it lined with wood. I don't know why I made this choice. I don't know. We don't know why I decided this, but this is what I decided. So I bought some wood. We're going to try to fit it in here. I'm going to try to line this first one and wait for the other 3 to arrive. because they haven't been delivered yet. I'm just ripping off the last piece of paper, fabric paper. But look at this, is just like full of spiders and it's rotting. Ooh, look at that guy. Nasty. Oh, look what just got here. The smaller bed and the other larger bed. So I'm gonna try to build them this afternoon. Hubby is making chicken burgers and hopefully we can get a lot of progress on this today. And that's a wrap for today. It's kind of getting dark outside. So we're going to do the framing tomorrow. I want to make the wood. I mean, I thought I didn't make, after setting these up, they look really, really good. But I do notice that I'm going to really be reaching for that corner, and it would be nice if I had like a nice wood ledge to hold on to, lean over. So I was humming and hawing about it, but I already bought the wood, so it's going to happen. And then this other second little one comes tomorrow, but we're going to frame in these two big ones first. Good morning. It's September 14th, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to configure this wood frame around the metal bed. I'm going to try to film some time lapse for you today, and hopefully by the end of the day, I can have this all finished and maybe start putting some of the dirt back, because that would be lovely. I am already back here because we were starting to screw pieces together and realized I didn't have long enough screws. So I may as well get more wood while I'm here. Here's where we are so far. Wooden frame on one. I added another layer of the bubble wrap in the back. Not sure if that's going to even do anything, but I had it and I want to clear some space up in the shed, so we added it. Gonna do the frame for this guy, and I don't know. I think gonna call it a day after the second frame and leave the two small ones for tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm gonna frame out the small ones at this point. Not sure, it depends on how it looks. Oh my goodness, I could cry. They're so beautiful. This is a dream greenhouse coming to life. Look at how much planting space. Oh my God. Okay, so they're both level. They're both attached to each other. This lip is the next thing to go on, and we got to shovel a bunch of dirt into here. I have to go buy some Pro Mix probably. Actually, now that we're here, I want to see. Oh yeah, I could fit one piece in the middle. Oh, it's gonna be so sexy. Anyway, yeah, very happy, very tired. My feet are just, don't look. On another note, a whole bunch of these have sprouted. So the radishes are up. That guy looks like he's not gonna survive. I should do something about that. Lots of the lettuces, the arugula, the spices. Very cool. I am so pumped to get rid of this pile of dirt. The little beds are going to go in here. Still not sure if I'm going to frame them with wood as well. I might. But it's September 15th. Don't do me like that. Ooh, we got some good beets in here right now. We've started to put in some of the soil and other things. If you remember, we had the trees that got cut down in the back. I decided that I'm going to put some of the stumps in here to feed the soil, and those will break down over time and be beneficial for the plants and all the buggos. So we'll do a layer of wood stumps in there, a layer of this soil, which was from the old garden bed and actually had the exact same thing. I had put a bunch of stumps and sticks and compost in the bottom, and it just ended up breaking down into soil. Like, this is pretty much what's left of the composted material at the bottom. All the darker soil is the Pro Mix. So we're gonna dig a bunch of this soil into the bottom of the beds, and I'm also gonna go and get bags of Pro Mix to top them off. I also decided against going for the U shape because I can't reach the corner of that if I end up putting this garden bed there. So I'm actually going to double up these garden beds. I'm going to attach the other one I got to the top to make it a 2-foot bed instead of a 1-foot bed. And I'm going to put it in here so I have a little tiny row to walk and still access the corner and access this bed too. So I think that's a better plan. Plans always change though. Looking good so far. Today is September 16th. Oh, I got a mosquito in my ear. Oh, let's try to squish him before we start working in here for the day. Whoop. Sorry, I'm on a mosquito hunt now. Can you see him? Oh, yeah, you can. You totally can. What a bastard. Yes, that's a old stinky pear down there. I put some compost in the bottom. It probably looks like in that time lapse I did absolutely nothing. But I built the second one of these and then had to take it apart because I realized I can't easily stack them. Somebody online said they did with metal ties, but I don't know what that is, and I'm not prepared to go to the hardware store right now. So what I'm going to do is just build the wooden frame and screw these pieces directly into the metal frame instead of slotting in the bed like I did with these ones. And that should work just as fine as the other way. Let's hope. We got as far as this. I ended up doubling these up. I think I said that, but I'm happier with that because now I'll have more space for the composter over there. I'm gonna put a little brick path around, but the drill died when we were doing this last cut. So not the drill, sorry, the saw and the drill use the same battery. Yeah, all of the ledges are done. I have to get some food safe sealant. Now we're gonna work on the ground, which is an absolute disaster still. She's done. For the most part, I still have some rearranging to do, but the new beds are in. I just put a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to organize, but I got these nice ledges that I can put other plants on. I'm gonna do a coat of sealant on them. The floor is a little bit of like a patchwork situation, but it is what it is, whatever works. And yeah, the old bed used to be in here. Like, I wouldn't have been able to walk here, which is just crazy. It opens it up so much. It makes it feel so much bigger, even though I stuck this thing in the middle. And I feel like I have so much more growing space with these two giant beds back here. And then this one here. So cute. Oh, I love it. I am picking some of these tomatoes for lunch today. I'm gonna make a little red sauce. I counted as I was cutting them up, and there are 62 tomatoes here just from that one plant. And yes, I will be going through as this boils down and like picking out the skins that I don't like. These are not the best tomatoes for me for making sauce because there's going to be so many skins. But it's what I've got, and I want pasta, so it's what we're making. Today is Sunday, September 24th. One of our sunflowers has come down in the wind. Can't say I'm surprised. Lots of that one is also falling over. Look at how tall it is, and it's still only putting out one flower. Anyway, we got some soil for the garden beds. My husband's gonna help me because he's an angel. It's September 27th and more changes in the garden yet again. I am moving these garden beds that were on the cement pad to the back area. My husband is almost finishing emptying this one out. Oh, I scared the dog. Sorry, Ivy. The soil is going into there before we put in some of the good stuff. All right, we are all done moving these two garden beds. It feels nice to have the space back. I watered it down, but the water seems to puddle over there. It'll eventually seep into the ground. Anyway, if we go back here, first of all, both of these are full now. This one's also full. There's just stuff all over the place that needs to be organized. I'm gonna throw away a bunch of my fabric pots because they are yucky now. I've used them for about 3 or 4 years. They've had their time. Oh, and I came out here to show you these. Fit perfectly there. I don't have plans to put soil in them right now because it's just been never-ending buying soil lately. So maybe next summer, next spring, but right now, that's where those two are gonna live. I'm probably gonna take the PVC pipes off of those because I don't think I'll need cover for these beds anymore. Just gonna put some perennial flowers in them.